Hey guys, happy blessed Wednesday. This is Hydration Angel coming to you guys from San Diego, California. And we have Alkalized Man. He's an aerospace engineer. And why is that important? Because we are dealing with a high ticket item. We're dealing with technology, certifications, ISO seals that aren't that easy to obtain. Can you please talk about the ISO certifications that our system have?
Yes. So the system that we have in our kitchen is a beautiful, beautiful system that we've had for 8 years, and it's been producing amazing waters. And the best part is that system will last me more than 25 years. So the reason why we got the system is because, as Evelyn mentioned, it has multiple certifications. Out of all the systems I've researched online, this was the only one in the market that has the certifications, the ISO certifications. My big one was the 13485 because it's a medical certification. Also, in my industry, ISO 91,000 or yeah, 91,000. Same with certifications of documentation, traceability, stuff like that, easy stuff. Um, but also, there's little caveats here and there that other systems out there they don't really have or access to or even the option of, where this system so far since I've owned it has all the bells and whistles and also all the multiple options for me to clean my machine. So because health is extremely important to me, with all the research I've done, if you're going to get something that's going to improve your health, a medical grade device makes a big difference. If you're just going to get something like that's not even certified, you just don't know what you're getting. Hence why we're doing all these multiple tests. We don't know what we're getting. So in today's live, as well as I'm going to be recording this, we're going to find out exactly what are you buying.
Can you talk about the ISO quality one real quick? What does that mean for people who don't
Oh,
know?
okay. So traceability. So if, and this is also dealing with a lot of medical devices too. If you have a medical device that had like an error where it actually caused a death or a situation with a patient of some sort, and they go to the unit that actually was causing this issue, they'll take the serial number and then they'll trace it back to, obviously you got your model number and the serial number, and you trace it back to the company. Then the company goes through the model numbers or the model numbers as well as the serial numbers, where with the serial numbers there's a particular lot. So do these collection of lots have this same issue? And if the lot has the same issue, or there's multiple lots that have the same issue, it's based on traceability and reliability. Where if you have multiple units that's having this problem, then that goes to the design of the model. Then you have your list of documentation, especially drawings, as well as documentation that ensured that the unit met all testing requirements. So if they see that the testing requirements has, if it's passed all its tests, that possibly means that the documentation probably didn't catch the error. And if it's a design flaw, then they're going to go through the drawings as well as the requirements to see if there's an actual something that was missed, if the documentation needs to be updated or the drawings need to be updated. So you need to go through all this traceability. So if you have, like, let's say, like a circuit of some sort or a component that keeps on frying up, and if this issue fries up, it leads to these collection of issues, then they want to find out, okay, if it's this particular component, what is the part number of that one? Then they go through their drawings and so on. Okay, that's where it's in this circuit board. Okay, who's the vendor for this particular component? Oh, it's such and such. Okay, go back to that vendor and ask them, so with this part number, is there any issues or is there any updates or anything else? Then they say, oh, yeah, we've been having all these problems with this particular circuit, and we're now, we've made the modifications. Now we have a new rev, and here's the new components. Well, thank you. Why didn't you tell me about that before? So we're going to order those particular components. Then we're going to update our drawings to take on the new components. And then we're going to do the testings and also verify that the test, the updated test, does catch on that little error. And then once it meets those specific tests, then we send it out to our distributors and then to the hospitals and so on and so forth. There's a lot that goes between it. Now, if there is, so when you have an ISO 91000 or 9100, sorry, it tells the people, or the customers, that this company has traceability. So if any of their components breaks, we go back to the vendor and we can try to troubleshoot, see what's up. If there's no issues, they'll just give us another one. It's under warranty. But if there is design issues, well then the vendor will go through their stuff and find what the problem is. And because it's if the error is if the error is outside of warranty or within warranty, that's its own little spiel. But the company has enough traceability in their documentation to solve the problem. But if there's a company that doesn't have an ISO 9100, well then, do they have the documentation to support if there was an error? Because my customers are high-paying customers, and I buy a lot of products, and I need to make sure that my vendor knows exactly what they're doing. My confidence and the quality that I'm buying has to make sure that I am not going to have any problems. I don't want this to last me only 2 or 3 years. I need this to last me as long as I need to do what I need to do. So does that company have the certification? No. Why don't they have the certification? Don't they have the documentation to support their stuff? That's why your biggest companies in my industry, aerospace, you got Boeing, GE, Lockheed, Airbus. You have all these big companies that have these certifications, so they can tell their customers, we have the quality. We got quality up the wazoo. You got to pay a little extra for that quality, but you get quality product. You get something cheap, you get what you paid for. If you get something that's a little bit more expensive, it has all the certifications that backs it up that this is quality, you're going to pay for it. And you know what? Like big companies, it lasts for years, among years. There are planes out there that's been flying for 20 years plus. They go through their updates. They get whatever components that needs to be switched gets updated, so everything runs tip top. That's why those planes last for more than 20 years. But when it comes to medical components and other things, you can also go to the hospital and it's been there for a long time. But it's built with quality. It's not cheap. And that's why your medical bills are very damn expensive, because who else is going to pay for those components? You. So the certifications and all these different things matter. Yeah. When you're dealing with big items, yeah. When you're dealing with cheap stuff, who cares about the certification of this? Nobody has any certification of this. Not even the FDA certifies this. This is not regulated. Your tap water is regulated. This is not regulated. So there you go. This is cheap. A lot of your cheap stuff is not regulated. Think about your pencils. You think your pencils are regulated? Your pens? Paper? There's no regulations.
There is a big concern nowadays with environmental. Let's talk about environmental certification. This company has had the certifications for God knows how many decades. Now people are barely starting to become caring about it. So tell me about it. Seal well. I see a notification here. So what will you tell about people about the environmental friendly certification this company has?
Actually, I can go with the most current situation. Over here in Ohio, we had a derailment of chemicals going into the rivers and the lakes. We've also had a couple of situations where some companies will dump a lot of their hazardous material down rivers because it's okay. But there are companies that have this particular type of certifications that say they're not polluting the earth, basically. So if you're earth conscious, by supporting a company that's trying to do everything in their power to keep the environment clean and not deposit hazardous materials into the environment, but actually spend the money to take care of or what was it called? To eliminate hazardous materials or to dispose of hazardous materials legally. That costs money. So supporting a company that actually cares about the environment is a bonus. Yeah, it's pretty much up to you if you care that's a big deal or not. But our environment is going through a lot of hazardous issues already. You're eating fish, seafood. Well, you're eating microplastic. Where are you getting the plastic? From plastic islands that's in the waters. There's lots of microplastic all over the world. Just look at the beach. You just go to the beach. There's plastic bottles here and there. There's trash here and there. You go to your downtown. Obviously, there's a lot of trash there. But when it rains, and it's raining on top of the garbage, and it goes through the drainage system, where does the drainage system go? It goes out to the oceans. So, is it a big deal? I think so. But it's up to you. It's your preference.
So what you tell me about these bottles? We have what is that, aluminum?
Yes.
Is that okay for the environment?
This is way better. Sorry. Way better than plastic. The best, I would still think, is glass. When this doesn't really have an imprint on the environment. It's technically sand. Also, you probably cut your feet when you walk on top of it. But with this is, I would say this is not that bad either, in a sense of you can reuse the aluminum. You can reuse the steel and use it for other things.
So
It may corrode, but you can still use it.
are those aluminum for sure?
Yeah, I think they're aluminum.
Now, is it safe to drink water from aluminum? Because I heard aluminum is not the best for you.
Right. So if the water is acidic, then that's a very bad thing because metal is alkaline, and if it's acidic, then you have an acid reacting to the alkaline metal, and when you drink that, you're actually drinking aluminum. And if you accumulate aluminum in your system, that leads to misfirings of your neurons as well as your you're polluting your body with heavy metals / aluminum that's going to interfere with your your central nervous system as well as your brain activity. It's bad. It's not good. Not good.
One of our friends was drinking Proud Source over the weekend. Actually, two of them. One of them was letting us know that she was having some concerns regarding a stomach virus. Some people are concerned about it. They think it's about going around. So be careful, guys. Always wash your hands. Doesn't matter if you eat at home or if you're eating outside. Be careful in every single transaction, everything that you do. Wash your hands. Be mindful. But we do have a 2.5 low pH water to protect us.
Yeah, we're not worried about it.
It's super organic. We can even drink it if the stomach sickness is.
Yeah. Have you guys heard about this? This whole little stomach virus thing going on? So far, we went to Encinitas and we heard of 3 cases. 3 cases of this little stomach flu.
And different people, they're not even connected to each other. We actually did help a guy from Pacific Beach.
Yeah.
The first person we heard about it like a month ago, he got a nasty virus that he couldn't do anything. He's a surfer and he just hates doing nothing. And because of the situation, he was so sick, he was almost bedridden. Now, one of the people that told me about it this weekend, she couldn't even keep any food down. She was exhausted. She did pass out at her own job.
Yeah.
Because the situation is going severely. So we share some water with them to replenish their hydration. And we share the low pH one to kill the virus. And it worked wonders, especially from the surfer guy. The lady, we hadn't talked to her yet. We just saw her yesterday.
Yeah, she was saying that she tossed it like 11 times.
It was so
she was seriously
scary. Okay. So let's go to this. So the lady was drinking Proud Source, and that's why we decided to buy a sample and test it out for you guys.
Yep.
Let's do this.
Okay, so I'm going to be recording this so I can do an edit, and please ask questions. Evelyn will read the questions, and of course, well, as you guys are asking questions, we're learning from each other. There may be some information I don't know. I'll direct you to a good source or at least a keyword to look for, or I may know the answer. Also, with your questions, it may stimulate an idea to make a particular video to help answer that question. There was this whole question about stomach acid. I already released a video that deals with the question about alkaline waters that reacts to stomach acid. It's a beautiful test. Oh my God, it was revolutionizing. Oh, I loved it so much. So during this, I'm going to be recording this in the same time so I can make an edited version so you guys can share it with your family and friends if you like it. And of course, if you like this information, smash that screen because it'll tell other people to, there's something cool coming on over here. So we like to go through all these different things about health. I'll tell you my quick little story. I'm an aerospace engineer, and for the longest time, I didn't care about my health. And on Fridays, we'll have donuts. Sometimes on Mondays or in meetings, we'll have bagels and whatnot. We'll drink soda. Nobody really cared about their health. But I've already had a few of my friends go through heart attacks, strokes, cancers, diabetes, collection of things, because we don't exactly move all that much in the office. And my health was also deteriorating to the point where when I was doing salsa dancing and doing my jiu-jitsu, I tore my meniscus, and also I wore glasses. I had all these different little things. I had skin problems, stuff like that. I thought it was small, but once I had my torn meniscus, it affected me because I wasn't able to walk properly. So because of my sensei, he told me, talk to this guy. He's an herbologist, herbal path or a natural path guy, and he steered me down the track. And since he gave me a couple of key points, it was like Alice in Wonderland scenario where I went down the rabbit hole, and I've never gone back. And in some cases, you can almost say, the more I was learning, the more I was taking the blue pill. Or, the red pill. And the veil was being lifted up. So I started learning all these different things. And because of the stuff I've learned, I've been able to heal my knees without surgery. But then I started to establish into this whole thing with structured water. And it just elevated everything to the point where I reset my hormones. I don't wear glasses anymore. I lost recently 44 pounds in 35 days. I've been able to decrease the inflammation in my body. I got to get rid of some visceral fat around my organs, and also cleared up my skin. My age appearance has actually been pretty good so far, which I'm fantastic about. I'm happy about. And also, this has been helping Evelyn immensely with her muscle cramps and aches and pains. So she's already had like 4 car accidents because of this structured water. She's been feeling better ever since. So we haven't bought bottled water for 8 years. This is the first time we've bought this many bottled water because of multiple questions. And also we have been moved to do as much as we can now, because with previous situations of biggest concerns, health was a big deal. And there's talk here and there that who knows what's going to happen in the future. We want to do a lot of preventative measures by helping to increase the health of our society and so on. So the price of bottled water significantly has gone up. Used to be $1, now it's $1.28 here. It's almost $1.30 here in California. So if you guys haven't noticed that your bottled water has been going up in price, well, it may be something. When I tested this 8 years ago, this was actually really good in a sense of alkalinity and things. I just recently tested this. No. The quality drastically went down, but the cost went up. The quality went down, the cost went up. So far, I have tested structured water to 43 different types of bottled water. And so far, it has not been outperformed with bottled water. These are new, well, especially this one. And we're going to do this test before your very eyes to see if these waters that you're buying in the grocery store outperforms the water that I make in my kitchen. And I'm not saying these are bad. I'm just saying that, do you know what's in here? Because I do not. And most people have been buying these brands for a long time. I'm not saying they're bad, but is there something better? Is there a way of saving more money? What was it? This is less than 10 cents for me. But when you start going into these types of waters and you're supposed to drink a gallon a day, this gets really, really, really expensive. So is there something better, cost-wise as well as health influence-wise? So let's crack it down.
Crowdsource, I think it was more than $2. I don't remember at this exact
$2.19.
moment, but it was, yes. I was like thinking to myself, that is just a little bit.
It's small.
Hardly maybe 1.5 glass of water.
Yeah.
I don't see myself drinking a half a gallon of that because
To get a gallon, how many you got? How many you gotta drink? Maybe
20
10?
of those.
10, 12?
So guys, this is a very interactive live, and he's gonna be recording his testing, so
Yep.
he can make a video and it's short, edited, and people can see it and share it. Because TikTok won't allow you to share videos once it's done. So please share your comments, your requests, your concerns. So we are here and we're gonna respond to you immediately as soon as possible.
And also, if you don't know, I'll tell you this. This is all behind the scenes stuff. There's 3 phones over here. You got one over there, and the one recording right in the middle. So you guys are going to see the makings of what we're going to be doing. And honestly, like we said, ask questions. Questions. I love questions. If there's certain things you don't agree with, please ask. It's okay. I'm okay with comments here and there, especially the negative ones. That's okay. That's how you perceive things. It's because of your past experiences. But we're going to go with a nice blank sheet in a sense.
Okay, so the first test is the minerals, right?
Yes, so I'll explain that when I do this quick recording. And this is my little handy dandy remote. Yep. Okay. 1, 2, and 3. So greetings and salutations, everyone. My name is Manuel Chamizo, also known as the Alkalized Man. And today, I'm going to plant a weird seed in your mind. So we buy bottled water. All is good, right? Do you know what's in your water? Seed number 1. 2, how old is the water? Seed number 2. And is there something better? Seed number 3. So I have to say that can is better than plastic. This decays, not good. Microplastic, very, very bad for the health, as well as our environment. But canned is not that bad. I would say that glass is much better, but can, you can always reuse it. So let's go with the aluminum / steel, aluminum, metal. So is metal bottled water better? Well, let's find out. We're going to do 3 tests. 1 is minerals. Yeah. The most important one, number 2, is antioxidants or oxidation. Is it alive? And 3, what's the pH? Because everyone's focused on pH. So let's go and do these tests real quick. Okay, nice little pause. Gotta have that little pause. Okay, so now I'm going to do the setup. Let's do this real quick so I don't trigger anything. So I have my light meter over here. And I also have my crystal as my weight. And the reason why is because it's flimsy. And there we go. And I can stick my probes in here, but I cannot stick my probe in here. Pour some water in here. Okay.
So, how are you guys doing? Let me say hello to the people who are connected. Don't be shy, guys. I have done actual NRTHMN, Dishon, user AA15, and MDM Columbus. Welcome, guys, and thank you for watching. If you have any questions, let us know.
So, what state are you guys from? I'm just curious. What state are you guys from? Because I want to see if we're branching all the way towards the East Coast, or Central, or towards the lovely West Coast. Okay.
That helps us a lot, so we know what time is best to come live.
Yes.
Most people, when our live is late, and they say to us, it's really late here. I'm gonna go to bed, watch the rest later, and because they are on the East Coast. So right now we are in the West. We're in San Diego, California. Yes. So we're trying to determine which is the best time to come live.
Yes.
For our audience.
Yes, because we want to share as much information, of course, but hopefully we get a nice reach out. So if you like this information, smash that screen. And well, yeah. We'll go continue on with that. Okay. So let me open these bad boys so it's a little bit more efficient. There we go. All right. And then this is just my curious question myself. Nope. Aluminum. Okay. And this is steel.
Wow. You should let people know on your video what's the problem with aluminum in the water, because.
Oh no! Like if I see it's acidic.
On this.
Oh yeah, I will.
Yeah.
If it's acidic, then I'll do
it. Guys, that's important to me because I grew up drinking boiled water, tap boiled water, and back home the pots were made out of aluminum. So that's terrible. I find out aluminum is terrible for your brain. It causes fogginess. It can lead to Alzheimer's. Mm-hmm. That's why we switched my family's pots to ceramic. I literally went to the store, bought a whole set of pots and wooden spoons and packed it and took it all the way to Ecuador. Imagine that, how funny to go overseas and bring pots.
And
because over there they have aluminum and what's the one? No,
Teflon.
Teflon. They have Teflon.
Teflon. Get rid of your Teflon. Chromium-6. It's cancer causing. What was the YouTube video? It was the Devil We Know.
The Devil We Know.
The Devil We Know on YouTube. It's a great little documentary.
You should make extra videos talking about that besides the water, so people.
Oh no, I will.
Don't just focus on the water, but the whole holistic.
Oh no,
thing.
Everything's about health.
All the stuff. The thing is, man has been talking about this thing to me for decades. I mean, for years, guys. Yeah. And people are just becoming aware of these things because, thank God, other people are making the content.
Yeah, because Teflon now has a bad rap, they now changed the name. And because they changed the name, all the documentation that had all this negative reference to Teflon and Chromium-6, they now call it Chromium-X.
Oh my God. Sounds even worse. Okay, let's go to the test.
So.
Because I don't want to be here all night long.
Come on. Gotta give value. Okay. All right. And SWIP. Okay. So here I have a light meter. So if the minerals is low, it won't turn this light on. But if the minerals is nice, it will turn this light on. We should be drinking water with minerals. That's why if you drink reverse osmosis, that's why they have a remineralization cartridge, because when you drink water that's pure H2O, it will demineralize you. So let's see if Pathfinder has minerals. Nope. Okay, what about this one? Proud Source is not all that proud right now because it's barely any minerals. It turned the light on just a little bit, and no. Interesting. But with the water that I make in my kitchen, I turn on like a Christmas tree. And I too light up like a Christmas tree. So good things. Nature likes minerals. Nice little pause there. We'll see how that goes. Okay, so that's the mineral test. So that's quite interesting. So these waters do not have minerals. Well, that kind of sucks. All right. The next test is this ORP. So let me give you guys the spiel first. So this
weird because it's almost 7 o'clock.
So this is the most important test. This cracks all the walls based on health in a sense, because a lot of our foods, our alkaline forming foods, have antioxidants. We're all about antioxidants. If you want to improve your health, you need to consume more antioxidants. But a lot of people don't know that when you're going through dis-ease, you're consuming too many free radicals, foods with free radicals, and it's increasing your oxidation. It's creating oxidative stress. A lot of your dis-ease is oxidative stress. So the key word that you guys can look into is oxidative stress. Google it, search engine, just look at what's up with oxidation stress or oxidative stress. And you will see a nice list of health problems that's associated to oxidative stress. Your major ones is based on oxidative stress. So the US has a lot of foods that is loaded with free radicals. We have a lot of processed foods. And the craziest part is our foods is banned outside the US. In Europe, they don't eat our food. But the people that come from Europe to the US, they start eating our food. My mom, Evelyn, and multiple people, as well as myself. I used to live in Germany. We come to the US, we gain weight. And in the US, we start having all these different dis-ease. Because as good as the food tastes, it's not the best. And the other, maybe it'll be another curious question. We get waters from other places, but I don't know how many places take our water. So that's just its own little caveat. That's just an idea. But either which way, this is the most important test, because we don't know if the waters that we're consuming is oxidative, meaning increasing our oxidative stress. So if you're going through situations, just look at your diet. Are you eating something that's more alive or something more dead? If you're eating a lot of processed foods, dairies, and meats, and not a lot of vegetables, well, your diet is mostly dead. But if you're eating a lot of fruits and vegetables with some little bit of meats and a little bit of dairy here and there, your diet is mostly alive. And my Pinjak Salat teacher would say, the more alive your food is, the more alive you're going to be. The more dead your food is, the more dead you're going to be. So that's why you've probably seen a lot of cases here and there that people have their dis-ease when they go through juicing, more fruits and vegetables, vegan, raw vegan, all of a sudden their dis-ease starts to dissipate and then goes away because they're getting more of those vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants back into their system. So good things, good things. So let me make sure that this device, this beautiful device, is calibrated. So I'm setting this into low pH water that we make at home. And then I go in here. Okay. I'm getting some numbers, getting some numbers, beautiful numbers. Okay. Beautiful numbers, beautiful numbers. Okay, it's working properly. Okay. So now I go with the recording. Okay. So if you have any questions about antioxidants, please let me know. If you have questions about coffees, teas that are supposed to have antioxidants, well, I will make a video on that topic. And oh, it's going to be fun because I've done it with tea before, and I have that on YouTube. So if you ever want the link for that, just let me know. But finding out if your tea has antioxidants or not, that is a big deal. Because one of the questions that passed through my mind, and this will be another seed, the foods and the drinks and the produce that you buy, do they have antioxidants? Can I buy antioxidants from the store? You'd be shocked. You'd be shocked. But let's do this recording real quick and then get down to the nitty-gritty. Okay. So this is the most important test. This device, this ORP meter, measures the antioxidants of the liquids before us or the oxidation. So if it's a positive number, it is oxidative. It has free radicals. It will increase your oxidation, more inflammation in your body. But if it's a negative number, it has antioxidants. That means it's reducing your inflammation. It's getting you closer towards good quality health. But if you're having too much oxidation, it's leading you closer to dis-ease. So let's measure to see if these waters before us have antioxidants or oxidation. Ooh, little snagger. Okay, so let's see what Pathfinder has. This is a positive number, a very high positive number. And here we have this, and it's also a very positive number. It's very high. That's actually quite shocking. But then when we go to the water that we make in our kitchen, we have a beautiful negative number. That's almost like a whole opposite spectrum with these other two. Man, that's beautiful. That's what I drink every day, a gallon of this good stuff. Oh, all right. No. Okay, so let me show you guys, so you guys get to see the glory. So here's the Pathfinder, or yeah, the Path water. See, it's a positive number. And for you guys out there, it is a positive number. So this is oxidative. This, in for say, is this is getting you closer to inflammation, which is cell mutations, and also getting you closer to dis-ease, or you can also say closer to accelerated life. So you're looking much older. Look at that. It's a positive number. Look at that. It is a positive number. You get any glare, babe?
Yes, perfect.
Beautiful. I'm actually learning how to position the ORP so I don't have so much glare. So some people call this the fountain of youth. And look at that. That is a negative number. A beautiful negative number.
Almost 800. Yeah, negative 800.
Yeah. That's beautiful. And like I said before, I drink a gallon of this every day. And because of that, like I mentioned before, one of the things I'm doing all these different types of research on is how to improve your appearance, your youthful appearance. Because a lot of people want to age gracefully, like fine wine. And by consuming more antioxidants, if you guys have ever looked at raw vegans, and they've been doing raw vegans for a long period of time, they do not look their age at all. There are some vegans, they look really, really good with their age. I mean, they look good. And then there are some people who you can go to any store. I would say mostly like, I go to Walmart, man. Well, I'm not afraid of saying that. I go to Walmart and I see people who eat a lot of processed foods, and I just look at them because you are what you eat. And a lot of the foods that they sell in Walmart is very, very, very oxidative. And a lot of people start having like fine wrinkles or massive wrinkles. They look much older. We've met people that look way older than us, and when they told us their age, we were not exactly shocked, but at the same time, it's like, damn, you look way older. But then when they asked us our age, and we tell them our age, they're like, what? No. And sometimes I have to bring out my ID. Sometimes I gotta bring out my ID. I got a little bit of my grays over here due to my wisdom, right? Grays are wisdom, right? But when you're consuming more antioxidants, more waters with antioxidants, your body goes through a different change, meaning you become more of a plump grape versus a raisin. When you look at older folks, I mean way older folks, they look more like, the skin becomes more like a raisin. But when you start drinking more and more water, especially high quality water, your skin starts to be more moist. You're getting less wrinkles because you're plumping up like a grape. And what does grapes have? A lot of water. But what does a raisin not have? Water. So when you think about that, it makes perfect sense. But I don't use moisturizers. Why would I need moisturizers? I'm drinking water all the time, and high quality water at that. And when moisturizers is also a nice big industry to moisturize your skin. Moisturize your skin. That's because you're not drinking enough water, man. Common sense. These are common sense. Possibly another seed in your mind. If I'm using moisturizers, what am I missing? Water. Okay, so let's get to the third test. And this one I'll actually record. I don't have to go into too many details when it comes to alkalinity. Okay, but I will prep this here. And what's another alkaline brand? Here. Okay. Because alkalinity is a big marketing thing. So we'll show you what we're talking about there. Okay. So the third test is alkalinity. Now, if these waters are alkaline or acidic, we're going to find out right now. So if it's yellow, it is an acid. If it's green, it is neutral. If it's blue, it is alkaline. And if it's purple, it is a royal purple. It is super alkaline. So let's see if these waters is alkaline or acidic. Okay, so we have the path waters. It is a bluish green, so like an emerald. So that is alkaline, but very close to the neutral. Here we have Proud Source, and here is blue. So it is alkaline. And the water that I make in my kitchen is super alkaline. Royal purple. That's a good thing. So the other important part is if this was yellow, this will be a big problem because yellow is an acid. And if you have acid in aluminum cans, you'll be drinking aluminum because metal is alkaline. So that's something to consider when you're drinking or when you're going to be purchasing your metal containers here and there, because I give you another warning. Where if you have sparkling mineral water in a can, sparkling mineral water is an acid. And if it's in aluminum, you're going to be drinking exactly aluminum. So this is not the best thing to drink. chemically wise and also verbally wise. So alkalinity wise, we're in the clear. But this one's so good. Okay, so I have to say, this is not too bad. This is not too bad. So that gives me a little bit of good hopes because we had a friend drinking this and I didn't know. So now I know. And now you guys know. So when you drink water from these particular brands, and if this is what you've been drinking, that's not bad. So I'll do a summary real quick, but basically, these two do not have minerals. So you have to put salt in it, or you can use trace minerals just to get your mineral content in here. This was very oxidative. I mean, it was a huge number. It was in the 600s, which is amazing. So that's very oxidative. So that's not exactly a good thing. And then you have alkalinity. Alkalinity, not too bad. And let me see. Like I mentioned before, mineral water is an acid. This is in plastic. Obviously, this acidic water, carbonated water, is in this plastic and it's leaching plastic. And when you drink this stuff, one, you're making yourself extremely acidic, as well as you're consuming microplastic. How acidic is this? I'll show you. No, I won't record this, but I'll give you guys this little bonus. All right. So check this out. So this is nice and blue. Acid, right there on the spot. Didn't even take a lot. Here, ooh, quick acid. And obviously, you're going with the ultimate alkalinity. You just do a little bit of acid. Oh, look at that. Sucks. So if you're eating a nice, beautiful, healthy meal for, you're going vegan for an entire week, and then you drink some of this mineral water, or you're going fancy mineral water, you're going to be extremely disappointed because you just killed your alkalinity just like that. Oh, also, this is much better, glass. When it comes to acid and glass, obviously like chemistry. Oh yeah, I'll do that. Oh, when it comes to chemistry, obviously acid doesn't react with glass, but still it's an acid. So this gets into a particular concept where when you're drinking carbonated water is very acidic. It gets down to almost like the 2 or 2.5 around there. So if your stomach acid is around 2.5, obviously anything that's alkaline gets killed like that. So check this out. Oh yeah, you want me to record this too?
On the ORP meter and those test those with the ORP meter so they can see what
I'll show you guys. I can't do the whole recording part.
Just show it to them at least. We have 5 people connected on TikTok.
So you guys are going to get the most powerful test. The antioxidants is part of it, but this is one of the most important tests that will actually break the whole concept if alkaline water is worth spending your money on. And it's a big market. It's a huge, huge market. Alkaline water, we're going to charge you an extra $2 or $3 just because we call it alkaline water. And then they go with this whole thing that it's ionized. Where is it? Let me see. Ionic charge. Then you got over here, you got ionized. That is a load of.
All right, so let's stay live for 15 more minutes so we can wrap this up and show you guys real quick. Are you done recording the tests for the video?
Yeah.
Oh, beautiful.
I still have to do I still got to do a summary, but I could do a close up. Yeah. Okay. So check this out. So this is alkaline. I go to acid. Nothing. But I go over here. I'll try to see if I can change it. Nothing. But if I go over here, something, then nothing.
I will record that
Something.
as an extra bonus.
To nothing. Something to nothing. The reason why I can't record is because of the baseline. I should have, but
Yeah, you record it. Why don't you
well, no,
record it right
I have to
now?
redo the whole thing. But we also have a time schedule. Okay, but I'll do it with other tests.
Like you care about the time.
Yes, I do care
He
about
never,
the time.
guys, he never cares about the time. It could be midnight, he's still going.
But my baby cares. My baby cares.
Like he just making
Okay.
that up.
So check this out. Like I said, this is the most important part of the test. So I just put this water that was oxidative with waters that's extremely acidic and oxidative. And look at the number. Did it improve?
So positive oxidation, 200, almost 300. Oh, yeah, 300 plus.
See that?
Positive
It's a
oxidation.
positive number.
That causes inflammation, just to let you know.
So if I go over here, what number is that? It is a positive number. But if I go over here,
366.
it's a positive number. But what happens over here?
Negative. Let me see if it makes. Oh, negative 400 plus.
Negative 400. Look at that. It's a negative number. It is a negative number. Now,
That's our water, just to let you know.
let me toast your bagels right now. So let's say you decided, instead of drinking this, and after drinking sodas, and so on and so forth, you decided, hey, can you give me some of your water? Let me have some of that structured water. Your structured water, it sounds so awesome. It sounds so good. I don't want to get old. I want to get further away from this ease. Well, let me show you this. Change the pH, it went back. Now go over here. Change the pH, it went back. Okay, man, that's acidic, man. That's acidic. But there's a hidden message in the water. Look at it now. What is it now? Is it a positive number or a negative number?
Negative 100 plus or negative 90.
Yeah.
Okay.
So just changing your water.
Negative 40, 80.
So if I go towards the path waters, what number do you get?
Negative 380.
Negative 380. Look at that. By just changing your water to structured water that has electrons, that has antioxidants, you can actually improve your health. That's why I drink this every day. Oh yeah.
Okay, so we have 15 minutes left, guys. I'm gonna read your comments. If you have any questions, let us know. Hopefully the test he did already answer your concerns. So somebody said, oh no acid. All water's turn acidic when it hits your stomach acid. So he just showed it to you that our water keeps, a better pH. You can compare here on the samples. Can you show the glass so he knows what I'm talking about? Our water on the glass holds a better level of acidity versus the other ones, if that makes any sense. But regardless of that, the most important thing was the antioxidants. He just showed you the negative oxidation. So that's what our water is about. It's not just about the pH, guys. It's about less molecules than regular water. Regular water is heavy, sits in your stomach. When you drink it, move around your body, you can feel the water shaking in your stomach. Our water is absorbed from the minute that you start drinking it. Your esophagus starts sucking it in. Why? Because our water has less molecules.
Yeah.
It's called microcluster, that's the property. And it's easily absorbed by the aquaporins, which is the channels of the cells. It's just incredible. I mean, this is science. This is not, or pseudoscience, whatever you want to call it, doesn't matter. It's just an amazing water that hydrates you faster. And from my personal experience, I used to have horrible cramps and pains, and this water took it away. So that's why I went from a non-believer to a lover. That's the best way to put it out there, guys. Somebody said, "Make America great again."
Make America great again.
Oh, we pray so. All
Yeah.
right, so we don't have any more questions. So we can just wrap it up.
So if you like this information and want to know more about what we're doing here, please follow me on TikTok. And also you can find me on Instagram.
Let me get closer
Same
so
name.
they can see it better.
Oh,
So guys, this is Manny's TikTok account, The Alkalized Man with a Z. And thank you so much, Manny, for being here, sharing with us. Once Manny's gonna go to his own TikTok channel, I don't know what I'm gonna do.
What are you talking about, babe?
So this is Manny's TikTok. Please, guys, if you wanna follow him, that would be so nice and supportive. So that's it. I don't have any more questions. Tonight we just wanted to test Proud Source, and my concern was the aluminum. Oh, somebody in the comments said they're supposed to have a plastic film on the aluminum bottles.
Oh, BPA? Yeah.
Don't aluminum cans have a plastic liner?
Let me see.
I never heard of it myself, so I don't know.
Most cans do. I know exactly what you mean. But so far, this looks like all one piece. I don't know how they did that, but there's no seam down here, so they don't have to put the sealants here. But so far, it's just one solid piece.
Do you mean on the inside of the bottle or the outside? Also, my concern, can you please talk about drinking from aluminum?
Oh, drinking from aluminum?
This is definitely acidic, even if it was alkaline. I grew up in Ecuador, and they used to boil the water on aluminum pots. And I learned that drinking from aluminum is the worst thing that you can do for your brain, basically. Can you explain about it?
Yeah. So when you're just actually, it's what's the key word? The side effects of consuming aluminum products, or aluminum poisoning, or what's another search you can go? What happens when you have too much aluminum in your body? So when it comes to like heavy metals, so heavy metals in the body, you'll find heavy metals in the body, or the side effects of heavy metals. You'll see a list of dis-ease on the list, and one of them is Alzheimer's, and also brain fog. Let me see, what's the other one? Not Parkinson's as much, but it has a lot of things where
Dementia?
Dementia has its own activities, yes, because you have the metals in your brain where it's misfiring the neurons. So basically, if it's supposed to like go one direction, it actually goes and misdirects because the aluminum is like blocking it.
You should make a video about it, so it's a short clip and it's easy to be shared.
Yeah.
People need to know, because there is a market for people drinking from plastic. The problem is the microplastic, and there is a market of people drinking from aluminum. So that should be very useful, Manny.
Yeah.
Okay.
We
Some people already, I believe some people already are warning people about the chemicals inside canned products.
Yeah.
And I think those should be used in case of extreme emergency.
Yeah.
But no like a comfort thing or everyday thing, just because how harmful it is for our brain, basically, guys. Hopefully you guys care about this information.
Like tomato sauces. Like tomato is acidic, but it's alkaline forming. But it's also like nightshade. It's its own thing. Because the tomato sauce is acidic, and a lot of your cans is laced with plastic, BPA plastic, to keep to have like a water seal to it. That's where those concerns come into play, because when you're consuming microplastic or BPA plastic, if you look at the side effects of BPA plastic, it gets towards breast cancer for women and prostate cancer for men.
No, is that a good brand? Because it's glass.
Oh, yes.
How about the lid? The lid might be aluminum.
You got some of the BPA on top, but that's why we sometimes take the stuff on top.
Yeah, we try not to do canned products. It's very minimum.
But
if we do.
But even if you're consuming BPA plastic, when you're drinking waters with no BPA plastic, especially this helps get the microplastic out of your system, flush it out. Especially when the other issue with microplastic, with the synthetic estrogen, it destabilizes your hormones, and it can cause more inflammation because your cortisol level is going up. And to help get the cortisol levels down, you want to consume something more antioxidants to help reduce the inflammation. When you are in a stressful environment, when you're consuming things that are stressful, when you're in an environment that's stressful, your cortisol is going to go up. So if you have high cholesterol, cholesterol is the main ingredient to cortisol. So your liver is going to be using that cholesterol to make cortisol to deal with the inflammation in your body. So if your cholesterol level is up, that means your cortisol is way up. That means your stress is way up. So when cortisol levels are high and multiple other collections of things, if it stays along that path, when your body is always in stress, in a stressful environment or in a stressful mode, it can lead more towards dis-ease, heart issues, and cardiovascular issues, and so on and so forth. So you want to really look into the easiest thing you can control is your thoughts. Are you thinking negative thoughts all the time? Well, try to see if you can change those thoughts, because those negative thoughts may be influencing you to eat more junk food because it makes you feel better.
Did you guys see on the news that when people drink a lot of salty foods, they tend to be more angry? Did we talk about someone whose kid has psychological issues and he was eating colored cereal?
Food coloring.
Yeah, please tell us about it.
Okay, so this was a TikTok video. I shared it with Ellen. And this lady who's a psychiatrist, she was mentioning on a TED Talk that her kid at a point wanted to kill himself. What was it, like a 7-year-old kid or so. And she was like, how the heck did my kid get to that point? Well, one of the things that her kid told her was when he was going through some symptoms, he would say that he's having his brain is buzzing. So she started looking up buzzing in the brain, and she found out the association to buzzing in the brain is, I believe it was blue number 5, blue 6, somewhere around there. Blue food coloring. And she decided to take all the stuff that was blue food coloring and took it out of her house. But then her kid was introduced to, or was eating, yellow foods that obviously, and then he started having some other psychological issues. So blue, he was extremely sad. Yellow, he was angry. Oddly. No, yellow, he was, I think, hyper. I think yellow was hyper. And he was just going through all these symptoms. So she found out it was the yellow 5. So she took all the yellow 5 out of the house. And then when he got to green and he was like going through his issues, she was pretty much like found out the whole key of the remedy that all food coloring leads to mental problems. So she just took all the food coloring out of her house, and her kids started to get better. And she also noted that it took a period of time for her kid to become normal after getting those things out of his system. Now, this was another thing, and if you guys don't know, we have food coloring in the U.S. Food coloring overseas is banned. Obviously, you can use beets to make things red. You can use blue-green algae or algae to make things green.
Yeah, you can use natural things.
Natural things. It's probably being used as food coloring, but it's not a food coloring. But here in the U.S., we use food coloring. So if you look into your kids' foods and it has all these bright colors, look at the ingredients. So when you're Mountain Dew uses yellow 5. My dad, he drinks a lot of Mountain Dew. At times he says he drinks it once a year. We'll see. And it got to the point where, because he was drinking soda, they had to remove an organ, gallbladder. And it was just one of those contributing factors. So Yellow 5 is not the best. Food coloring is not the best. In multiple cases, I always wonder, why the hell are you putting food coloring in this?
Foul language.
Oh, no, what the hell?
My life.
No, I'm not saying F. But it's just one of those little curious questions. Like when you look into Gatorade, you think a lot of the sports folks are drinking this? They're getting sponsored, but are they really drinking this? When you start going into all the different colors, look at the ingredients and see if they're using food coloring.
Now, people say they drink that because of the electrolytes. Can you tell everyone what electrolytes actually are and where they can get them in a more natural, healthier way?
So there's I guess you can say rumor, but it's not a rumor, but one of those phrases is, don't drink too much water because you're going to flush out your electrolytes. Well, that's true. Not true. But there are people that's true, but they also put trace minerals or salt in their stuff. And all electrolytes really is minerals. It's just a fancy word saying minerals. Electrolytes is minerals. It's potassium, magnesium, and calcium, magnesium, and
potassium,
manganese or something or other.
Oh.
Or magnesium. And just use salt, man. With salt, you get so much more minerals. Check this out. Essentia has electrolytes. And you can look into the ingredients. It says reverse osmosis, sodium bicarbonate, potassium phosphate, magnesium sulfate, and calcium chloride. Electrolytes for taste. Electrolytes for taste. Oh, really? Well, so if you drink this, you're not going to flush out your electrolytes based on what it's saying here. Well, let's find out. Am I getting my electrolytes as I'm drinking Essentia? Nope. So what's up with that? It's just labeling, man. And I don't know, like, I haven't seen any of these folks for... It's just one of those things. Is it misadvertising? It's like, can you please describe to me what ionized is? What was it? Ionized hydration? What does that mean? You have it labeled here. What does that mean? I'm just curious. And then you go with electrolytes for taste. How much electrolytes are you actually putting in the water? I don't know. But you say it's for taste. So, I don't know. Marketing. And then you got another one. You got ion charged. Action. Okay. So what's up with this? Optimized hydration. Okay. Multi-stage purified. Okay, I can understand that. Ion charged. What does that mean? I don't know what that means. Because obviously it did like my little thing. It also has no antioxidants, so I don't know where the ionized comes from. And then you got pure taste. Okay, that's just a marketing thing. And then what else they got over here? Purified water with electrolytes for taste. So they have it down here too. So if it's electrolyzed if it has its electrolytes and it's for taste, really, just for taste, there's not a lot in there then. If they do it just for taste, they probably put a little, like less than a pinch in there. But it doesn't light up. But if I put a pinch of salt in here, or at least 2 pinches of salt based on this volume, I'll light this thing up because it has more minerals. Where's the there? What's up there?
All right, so I think we went over our time, guys. I don't see any questions, so we're gonna wrap this up. Thank you so much, guys, for watching. Hopefully, we were able to bring some value to you guys. Do me a favor, if you can, please follow the Alkalized Man. That's his TikTok account, so we can help him grow and share more value, guys.
Yes.
And if you have any suggestions, let us know. Hopefully, we're able to answer the whole dilemma about pH waters, why some alkaline waters are fake, what's the deal about our water, our structural water, and why it makes a big difference. So we started with the technology, the certifications, guys. Don't let any predatory marketing technique fool you. My friend Colette decided to get her system through us. We met her on TikTok. Actually, we've never seen her in person. She just reached out because she knew about the technology for many years.
Yeah.
She's from Trinidad, and the guy who had this machine, he was selling a gallon for $25. And Trinidad's a poor country, like she mentioned, and people were still able to buy it because they saw a big benefit. So when she saw the opportunity here in the States to get her system, this is the land of the opportunity. So she got her system. She's super happy. Her daughter will never drink any other water, not even bottled water, no matter how thirsty she is. One day, mommy forgot to bring water when she went to pick her up at school. And the girl is like, Mommy, I will never drink anything else. So I just want to share with you guys, we're not dealing with any filtration system alone. We're not dealing with any reverse osmosis. We're not dealing with any of that. We have a medical certified water ionizer. This technology has been around for almost 50 years, guys. That's how scary this is. In the States, they have been probably 15, 20 years. You know exactly how many
15,
years?
17 years.
Oh, we did celebrate their 15-year anniversary years ago. So maybe close to 20 years in the States.
So we have customers in Maine that grows cannabis. We have other customers that's into health and healing in Indianapolis. We have customers in Minnesota, Texas, Florida. We have customers all over the nation. And we just want to help the U.S. as much as possible because the U.S. is going through some times. We also have some customers in Mexico, Canada, and as well as South America. We're trying to help as many people as we can. Eventually, we'll get into Europe.
Also, some people say that if you go to natural spring water, you'll get the best water. Well, guys, we have tested those guys out, and they do not have antioxidants. The water that our system has is replicating water from some places, a few places in planet Earth, 6 exactly. And people travel to these locations because they know that there's something special about this water. So many, start all over. What is the first location? Is it Mexico?
So the closest one that we have that makes these special waters, this ionized structured water.
In nature.
In nature. It's a spring in Mexico.
Mexico. The only place in all Latin America is just in Mexico. That's actually scary. That's actually scary because imagine if we had that everywhere. So what's the next one?
The next one is Northern Germany.
Germany, okay.
Then you have Lourdes, France.
France, okay.
It's so special. They built a church on top of it.
Yes, it's Lourdes. I don't know how you say that in English. Lourdes, France.
You also got one in North India. You got one in China. I have no idea where in China. And then you got one near the southern area of Australia.
Okay.
So,
only 6 places, guys. 6. So this device.
And all I do is walk to my kitchen.
This device is not a filtration system. This device is actually perfected by scientists both from Russia and Japan. And they made these amazing devices used in hospitals at first. But the CEO of this company decided to build it for home use, guys. So everyone can have it. That is his vision. Now, people are upset. Why can't I buy that from a store? Because the price will be tripled. When you buy an iPhone and you pay over $1,000, do you think it costs $1,000 to make that phone? No. Most of it is for advertisement, middleman stores, commission, salespeople, salary, electricity, all the things that implies to have this phone in your hands at the store. Yeah. So the CEO of this company decided to sell it directly to the people by referrals, guys, because people who trust friends and families more than a celebrity. Celebrities actually charge you millions of dollars to say they endorse a particular product, even though they might not even have it. Now, yeah. I'll give you a hint. I won't say names. There is a beautiful celebrity, gorgeous girl, who is the face of a bottled water industry. Oh. But guess what? Guess what, guys? She has our system. But she told people that she bought it because she has a dog. Because she has to still protect herself. You know, a lot of celebrities have our systems. Top level athletes have it. Floyd Mayweather. I
Bill
don't know if you
Gates.
like the guy or not. Bill Gates. People hate Bill Gates, but that's okay. He has like more than 30 units. Tom Brady has it. Cristiano Ronaldo.
No,
CR7 has it.
the whole thing is these people that make millions of dollars invested in one of these systems.
And the price is the same for everyone.
Yeah.
So
We're not millionaires.
they're not getting any endorsement. They're not getting any special price or discount just because they're a celebrity, guys. The price is the same for everyone. The CEO decided to make it fair for everyone to get these machines. I had a beautiful, amazing lady reach out to me, and she asked me if she can get a machine for free if she advertised it. And I said, honey, I am so sorry. I am not in the financial way to give you one of the systems myself, and I know the company will not do it. If I could afford, of course, maybe she can help me refer it. But the philosophy of the company is people will buy because they see the value, not because a celebrity is telling them to do so. So before I go to guys, if you're ever interested in getting our systems, just know our systems come directly to you. You're buying directly from the company. Please do not buy second-hand machines from eBay or Amazon because they will never be brand new. They will never come with a warranty to you. Warranties aren't transferable.
Maybe you should just stand
when
over
you
here,
no,
better.
don't look cute today.
Look
When you
cute,
buy
better.
your system, it's coming to your name. You will have referral benefits. You will have tax reimbursement benefits every year. So this machine actually pays you to drink the healthiest water available from home. Okay, guys. I hope someday visit those locations. It's gonna be very expensive. And I don't know if they'll let me bring a lot of water back home, but I have this system at home that replicates the miracle waters.
I'll be testing it over there.
Okay.
Doing drone shots.
Before I go, also, I love talking, guys. That's my problem. I hope you don't mind my stories. Before I go, guys, Manny got the system because he saw what it did for my muscles, my cramps, my post-workout lactic acid pain. His mother said she loved it because before she couldn't eat tomatoes and help with their acid reflux. My friend Roxanne, she loves it because before she couldn't drink coffee. She has ulcer issues. And because of this water, she can drink coffee, no problem. She just got a machine not too long ago. We're just waiting for her to let us know when it's a good time to stop by and hook it up for her. It's easy to set up, by the way, but they want a special setup because they want that extra faucet on the side. And my mom is 83 years old. Before the system, guys, she's in Ecuador. Before the system, she had a hard time closing and opening her fingers because her knuckles were hurting. After the water, guys, she is the most active, energetic 83 years old ever. My family has a hard time keeping her, sitting down all day. She's everywhere. We're always looking for her because she's always talking to her neighbors and gossiping here and there, but she feels great. She doesn't look her age at all. So that's why this water is important, guys. This water has so many benefits, and that's what we're sharing it with you. We're sharing you these other brands. We're just showing you the minerals, the pH, and the antioxidants. But once you start drinking this water, your body will tell you a beautiful story that is your own. This water will tell you why it's so important. We have helped people in the local community to recover faster from broken bones. We have helped two turtles.
We help turtles
because they were intoxicated. The one and the other one had like a fungus.
Virus.
So we shared our water, and the turtles.
Bacteria.
The owners thought they were just waiting for the turtles to die because they weren't eating anymore. So then we gave them the water. The turtles loved the water, and they're alive. So this water is not just a
We're gonna
basic
record
water.
that. We're gonna record it.
Reverse osmosis. We don't do that. We don't demineralize our body. We keep the minerals, guys. Don't worry about contaminants. We have 4-stage filters. It's a 3-stage and an extra filter that the system comes with. Okay, my loves. So I just wanted to share my spiel, like Manny says to you guys. Hopefully this was useful. Much love to you. Let me see if somebody wants to come on the live before we leave. That would be fun. And if anything, well, we can say goodbye. So let me invite someone. Let me invite a few people if they want to join. So far, I can just invite one person at a time. Okay. So if somebody wants to come live, that would be nice. If not, it's totally fine, guys. But we oh, somebody sent us a huge bouquet of flowers. That is amazing. Thank you so much. My reality, do you want to come live with us? Do you want to just join us? It's the first time I actually invited somebody to come live on my. Hi, Eddie. Thank you for the huge bouquet. We're supposed to talk to you. You said you wanted to order your system soon.
Dude,
Let's make that happen, bro. We all about helping people. The sooner the better. You know the benefits of the water. You tried the water already. You saw the machine connected in your kitchen sink. So beautiful, beautiful. Send your link. Send your link so we can schedule a phone call.
Colorado.
Because I have a calendar that allows me to set up phone calls with people so we don't get confused on time zones, okay? So, much love to you guys. Have a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful evening. No questions, so what is your final words, Manny?
So thank you so much for spending your time with us today. If you went through this entire video, thank you so very much. If you guys just stumbled upon this, I'm glad that you stumbled upon it, and hopefully you learned something new, and hopefully you liked some of the seeds, because when you start asking questions, things start to unravel. So thank you so much for spending your time here. Be healthy, please, please. Be healthy and be an alkalized human. To then, thank you so very much. Have a beautiful good night.
Bye-bye, guys. And Eddie, I'm going to make sure I follow you so you can follow me back and we can talk. Much love to you guys. Bye-bye. Thank you, Facebook and YouTube fam. Have a beautiful, blessed day. Next time we'll come back will be Friday. Bye-bye.
Not tomorrow?